Hello everyone and welcome to this staycation. We will go to Gothenburg and Lidköping. We will take the bus up to Gothenburg, which takes about 3.5 hours. The bus only stopped in Helsingborg on our way up. We traveled with the bus company Vibus that has a really nice bus. They have 2+1 configuration, and we just sit back and relax while the driver safely drove us up to Gothenburg. After about 3 hours we arrived in Gothenburg. Unfortunately it was a little bit cloudy, but it was a nice warm weather anyway. The bus stop is Nils Eriksson terminalen, which is a separate terminal from the central station in the middle of Gothenburg. Our hotel is situated at Eriksberg on the other side of the canal that divides Gothenburg. The bus ride takes 15 minutes. Our hotel for these 2 nights is Quality Hotel 11, which is housing in old yard buildings, which is really nice. For this day we will have a double room standard class, but it was really comfortable and it's really nice with these beams that are marking the history of the hotel's building. We think it's really cool that they have preserved lots of different things from the yard time. You have this large crane that are included in the building. On the rooftop you have a nice dipping pool with a wonderful view over Eriksberg and the ferry to Germany. After settling in at the hotel, we took a little stroll in the area and took something to drink and eat. Later on we hopped on the commuter ferry that combines the 2 different sides of Gothenburg over the Göta Älv. The price of the ticket is 35 crowns and it's valid for 90 minutes, so you can go back and forth on the different stops. So we enjoyed a little bit of sea time and the wonderful view of Gothenburg. The white building here is actually the old American quay where Swedish American Line had their ships from Gothenburg to New York. In the central heart of Gothenburg you have the ferries to Fredrikshamn in Denmark. That takes approximately 3 hours. Gothenburg is a very important port for commercial and freight, and it has been for decades. Nowadays you have ferry to Germany and to Denmark, and even some freight ferries to the continent. Even if lots of the harbor activities have moved out from the central of Gothenburg, they have still managed to save lots of maritime objects, like the cranes. After 45 minutes on the Göta Älv, we finally jumped off at Chalmers, one part of the large university that is situated here in Gothenburg. Chalmers is spread out of different buildings in Gothenburg and houses about 10,000 students. We really appreciate how Gothenburg have saved lots of the maritime history. Here they have changed the dock to a small marina. On the way back to the hotel, we found a little hill that is called Sörhallsberget, and of course we had to walk up here to see what the view will be like from up here. The little walk up beside this little hill was really worth it. As you can see, you have a really wonderful view over the central of Gothenburg, and there was a light nice breeze in the summer heat. And yes, we got a little bit hungry after a long walk. So we headed to the Eriksbergs dock, which is an old shipping dock that has been transferred to apartments and restaurants. Here we enjoyed a really nice meal in the sunset with a view over Eriksbergs yard crane. If you really like maritime objects, Gothenburg is a wonderful city to just stroll around in and explore the small marks of the history. After a very uncomfortable sleep, I headed up to the gym and the pool on the rooftop of the hotel early in the morning. It was totally empty when I arrived 6:15, but the view is stunning over Gothenburg and you can see the city wake up when you're lying in the pool and just relax. The hotel breakfast was really nice. It has everything you need to start the day. Lots of cereals and of course some cheeses and cold cuts. And my absolute favorite, baked beans, egg and bacon. Some of you maybe wonder why I did sleep really bad. That was because the bed was broken. But after breakfast we asked the reception to change the room and we got a new room which looks almost exactly the same. And the bed was not broken. The actual reason for this journey was that we were invited to a wedding as witnesses. The wedding took place on the seaside and it was a lovely evening. And we congratulate the bride and groom for a fantastic wedding. The next day we continue the journey to Lidköping. The journey to Lidköping takes approximately 2 hours with train, but mainly because of the railroad track is not up to date and not electrified as most of the train tracks in Sweden. This little diesel train will take us to Lidköping, the city that is situated in the south part of the lake Vänern, which is Sweden's largest lake. We will stay at my mother-in-law during this day. After unpacking, we headed to a new restaurant by the riverside, Lidan. We enjoyed a really nice evening here. And the next day we headed for a little road trip to meet my father and our family. It's a house about 2 hours from Lidköping, close to the city of Örebro. If you like camping, Lidköping has Camping, which is one of Sweden's best camping. It's situated beautiful along the beach side of Vänern. They have a really nice children-friendly beach and lots of different activities for everyone. Here you have the heritage of Rörstrand, a famous Swedish China fabric that dated back to 1726. Preserved area where the fabric was situated, with different art pieces as you see here. And you even have a nice Itala outlet, which is now owner of the company Rörstrand. Rörstrand is a really recognized company here in Sweden and all of north of Europe. Because of the owner Itala from Finland, you can buy lots of things from Moomin. Moomin is a Finnish-Swedish troll, which is a very significant part of the literature history in Sweden and Finland. On the main city square you see the small city hall, which is a 3 wooden building. Now it's housing a cafe and the tourist information, but it is also the logo for the city. The river Lidan connects Lidköping and Vänern and Ulricehamn, and it's 93 kilometers long. Just outside Lidköping you find Kinnekulle, which is a mountain that are 306 meters high, which is a very popular hiking area. Such a small town has really nice outdoor areas, and I think you should visit here if you have the possibility. It's a typical Swedish summer town. We really liked the terrace, so we invited 2 of our friends for dinner the last evening here in Lidköping. And it was really enjoyable this time too. The restaurant has Spanish-inspired menu, and it was really enjoyable to try the other dishes that we weren't able to try last time. We ended the evening with some shuffleboard, and after a good night's sleep, we were driven by my mother-in-law to Trollhättan to take the train back to Gothenburg. It was a little strange to board this train that actually owned by Skånetrafiken, the company I work for, but leased out to Västtrafik, the train company up here in Gothenburg. The bus was about 15 minutes delayed because of the heavy traffic from Oslo down to Gothenburg, but soon we were on our way back home to Malmö. We would make a short stop in Halmstad and Helsingborg before heading down to Lund and Malmö. Now we are on the final leg of this vacation, and we're passing over Glumshavsbackar and the wonderful view over the island of Ven, a pearl that is situated in the middle of Öresund, which I highly can recommend you to visit if you are in Scania or in the Copenhagen area. Final stop, Malmö Central Station, and we thank you for watching this video and see you!